Three of the major four Yogini temples of India are in Madhya Pradesh, and I visited all three of them. And yeah, I experienced some unexpected things. If you particularly take interest in the topic of yoginis, then please subscribe to Sepia Diaries. I will upload many interesting videos on this topic in the coming days. So, who are the yoginis? Actually, this word yogini has different meanings. It could mean a priestess of the tantric path, a female practitioner of yoga, or a companion of a tantric yogi. But if we solely focus on common beliefs, the yoginis are demigoddesses of the tantric path. But interestingly, this is not Assam or Bengal, places that are known for tantric activities, Kala Jadoo and stuff, no? This is Madhya Pradesh. Apart from these three, there is one more major Yogini temple, and that is in Hirapur, Odisha. I'll visit that temple very soon. Anyway, we can call this region the heart of India, the central part. Now the question is, why this region? All of these Yogini temples are very old, ancient. The cult of Yogini started in the 7th century and kept growing over the next 500 years. Eventually, it became a prominent part of both Hindu and Buddhist Tantra. But by the 17th century, this cult was almost wiped out. The temples of yoginis were built between the 9th and the 13th centuries. If you want to know more about yoginis, you can watch this video by clicking on the I button. It's a very detailed video. Coming back to the topic, most of the yogini temples were built between the 9th and the 13th centuries. Right now, it's kind of forgotten. Very few people actually have in-depth knowledge of this cult, and it's very unlikely that they would eagerly share that information with common people like us, because it's a very secretive cult. In my previous video on yoginis, I discussed these temples. After experiencing them firsthand, have my perceptions about yoginis changed? Well, yeah, to some extent. If you want to experience the aura of yoginis, then the Jabalpur temple is the best place for that. In this temple, you can see the real idols of the 64 yoginis as they were envisioned. These idols are not at all like the common idols of Hindu deities, because in 99% of cases, the facial expression of those idols are pleasant, calm, and controlled, because they are gods, divine. But yoginis are parts of the tantric world, which in itself is very mysterious. Not all entities associated with tantra are perceived beneficial. Besides, yoginis are demigoddesses. They are parts of the Adi Shakti, but they are not Mahavidyas, if you know what I mean. They are generally known as Upavidyas, but as per tantric beliefs, they can become very dangerous too. It depends on who is evoking them and why. That's why you can see various expressions on their faces. So basically, you should not take nature for granted. Sometimes it acts as a nourishing mother, but sometimes it can be dangerous too. So the practitioner or the sadhak should know their limits and stay within it when it comes to nature. Back in time, people preferred to stay away from these yoginis and tantric rituals in general because it is mysterious and secretive. We tend to fear things that we don't know. Besides, people believed that yoginis control avidyas or negative entities, bhut, pishachas, etc. And a tantric would never try to change that perception, because the longer people will fear them, the more they can enjoy the gift of isolation, which is crucial for any kind of spiritual activities. That is why all these temples have been built in distant places from villages. Both the Jabalpur and Morena temples are isolated, built on the top of a hillock. In the case of Khajuraho also, the Yogini temple is isolated from the rest of the temples, though they are located in the same complex. To be honest, I thought I would be scared or at least feel something in these temples. But thanks to social media, people are getting to know about these places. They are not as hidden as they used to be. I can't believe I saw school students visiting the Morena temple as part of their school's excursion program. So the fear factor, I don't think is there any longer. It's crowded, but yeah, I heard from locals that the Morena temple is still very active. Aghori sadhus still come here for their sadhana on suitable tithis. Someone even told me I never visited the temple. I'm scared. Yoginis might turn me into a pigeon. क्या पता कबूतर बना दे मुझे. So I don't know. थोड़ा तो डरते हैं. Now let's come to the final point. Why are the Yogini temples concentrated in the central region of India? Yoginis are demigoddesses of Tantra. They originated from Adi Shakti according to Devi Mahatyam. Also, they are attendants of the seven Matrikas. But they have another identity. They are also known as forest spirits. Madhya Pradesh and Odisha are two states which are very, very rich in tribal culture. Probably this rich tribal culture is one of the reasons behind the existence of Yogini temples in these areas. According to some theories, Yoginis evolved from tribal beliefs. They were tribal or village goddesses. Locals saw them as protectors of their areas. They became parts of the goddess-centric tantric pantheon later at some point. Some scholars believe they were real humans, probably sages, priestesses, or scholars who eventually became goddesses in people's eyes. Maybe they possessed divine power or they were very influential, I don't know. Well, whatever the case is, very few people clearly know who the Yoginis are. These temples are the witnesses of a forgotten part of our culture, and I love to explore such blurred aspects of history. Hope you like this video. If yes, then please show your support by liking this video and subscribing to this channel.